Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Today we're going to be reviewing, I've just siphoned into a barrel Grapefruit Juice Wine. So let me lift the barrel up out of the way. Ready for, it's funging heavy. As you can imagine, with 40 pints or 30 bottles of grapefruit juice in. Right. So there they are together. The grapefruit, the wines. Is it showing? No, it's not showing, is it? So, move it over. There we are. You can see there. So yeah, we have prune juice. Ain't no shitting, no better wine for shitting. We've got the pomegranate juice. And now, we've got the grapefruit juice wine, which is obviously what we're reviewing today. Didn't smell that great when I put my nose in. You know, sometimes you can smell it and it smells nice. The strawberry one I did smelled nice. The orange one smelled nice. The pomegranate smelled sweet. The prune juice smelled, well, whatever. So, let's have a look and see how it goes. So, first things to note, I've not used any finings or stabilisers. So stabilisers stop the homebrew, stop the fermentation after so many. And the finings will clear your wine. I'm going to do it naturally. This is all an experiment for me. I've never done it before. I've done juice wines, but I've never, So, that's the colour. Colour-wise, it looks like grapefruit juice, to be fair, Things that I put myself through. Right, on the nose. To be fair, I don't know what it smells of. There's an alcohol smell there. You know when you go to a restaurant or you go to somebody's house and they make you something to eat and you think, shit, I don't like that. Yeah, oh, fucking hell, I've got to eat that. I'll give you an example. One night we was at in the council house and we was receiving an award for, I don't know, it might have been Britain in Bloom winning, or it might have been we won the RHS award for excellence in horticulture, because I'm a gardener. And anyway, we're there and we're sitting at the tables and it's a formal sit down meal with drinks and that, all free, and they see where your council tax goes. And they came to the plate and all of a sudden there's salmon in front of me and I'm like, oh mate, I don't like that stuff, I can just take fish from a chip shop. That's my borough, proper. Not a fine. I like fine dining when it comes to steak, but salmon, no, I don't like that shit. And it's in front of me. I'm thinking, fucking hell, what am I doing here? And luckily there was glasses of champagne on the table. Well, it was. And God, I got through some champagne. I managed to eat the salmon, but oh God, never again. Well, this is one of the moments. This is like my salmon, It's like but for review purposes, obviously, anybody who's watching this, if you're daft enough to watch these videos, thanks for watching anyway, I do appreciate it. It's interesting to see if more people are watching, because I've got an X amount of subscribers, but not everybody watches every video. And I like to vary the videos, as you've noticed, I go away from anything from ciders to lagers to beer reviews to spirit reviews and then homebrew. And I love all aspects of it. So, deep breath. Definitely grapefruit there. It's not as tart as it was. When I first took the juice the other week. It was as tart as they come. I'm not saying it's gone off, but it's definitely got some flavour to it, if that's a word. Definitely alcohol content there. I can feel it, you know. It's just that flavour. So maybe I've dropped a ball bag with this one. But I'm not going to give up straight away. I'm going to leave it in the barrel. See how it matures. Because I know that some of the wines I've done in the past on the homebrew side, made from myself making them, some, when I first tasted them, tasted a bit on the rancid side. And then once they'd matured, bloody hell, some of them matured into some quality bit wine. My ginger wine that I did, that was awesome in the end. The rhubarb wine I did was the same, immense. So, you know, it's not a thing to quickly, you know, knock them down. Obviously, in a commercial product like cans, you know, if they don't taste right when you review them, then, you know, I will mark them down low if they haven't tasted right, because that's going out to the general public. This is an experiment by me to produce a grapefruit juice wine, and you know, if I fail, I fail. You know, there's always going to be the chance. You know, hopefully not by cleanliness, which is the main thing. So it looks the part. It doesn't smell that great, I'm being honest. There's like a funky smell to it. You can smell grapefruit, but you can also smell like a funkiness. Now, whether the grapefruit juice does not like being turned into wine, I don't know, you know. What I will say is it's potent. So there's good strength there. It's equally as strong as any bloody wine that I've tasted. Normal wines, you know, shop bought wines. Yeah, it's got good strength to it. It's just, there's an element that I'm not keen on. Now, I've had beers and wines and spirits before that I've started drinking, but these smell horrible. Taste it too bad. So I've got down to the bottom of the glass. I've foregone the smell element of it, and the taste was immense. Already, this, even after a few sips, it's going around my palate. I'm ignoring the nose side of things a little bit. But on the palate side, it's not that bad. Now, the grapefruit is coming to the fore. Oh, and it's as tart as I remember when that day when I fucking drank it. Oh. Now this might be one of them wines where, say you drink too much. A lot of us do. Put my hand up there. Drink more than what they say you're supposed to drink. I do it because it's that, or take drugs to get rid of it, or go to counselling. I'm not spilling my beans to some nosy bleeder who just wants to hear all your stories and that. Don't feel comfortable doing that. And tablets are not good for you because they send you inwards. So drinking in moderation, even if it's more than what they say to you, I don't think that's a bad thing. And let's be fair, in this country these days, if you eat bacon, sausages, processed stuff, you're killing yourself. And you think, for God's sakes, you're making the country, no wonder there's anxiety in the country. You're making the country to everyone's, you know, scared of eating this or scared of drinking that, scared of Brexit, you know, scared of the bills and money and, you know, fucking hell. No wonder people are dying off because of stress and committing suicide. They've been scared to bits because of it. I've just totally lost the flow of what I was saying. But yeah, this is different, you know. It's an acquired taste. The more you drink it, the more you, I'm not saying like it, not at the moment, the more you tolerate it. You know, some drinks you tolerate, you know. And I'll give you one for example, Hoegaarden. Mate of mine went boozing downtown, all of us went downtown. I think it was a night when I was a bit gassy. You know, you've had about 10 different real ales, flipping heck. All of a sudden it churns around in your belly. You drop one out, a sneaky one, and it stinks the room out and you thought, oh Jesus, can't be doing that. And then you do it anyway because you don't give a monkeys. And he bought me this Hoegaarden. And it took me about an hour and a half to drink it. I couldn't stand it. The smell was horrible, taste was horrible, and the reason why I'm saying that is because this is like the Hoegaarden of wines. It don't smell that great. It tastes, it's got elements of the taste which are great, but then there's elements that aren't. But I reckon this is going to go into something more special than what I'm giving it credit for at the moment. So to break it down, looks like grapefruit juice. On the nose, it's got a bit of a funkiness on the nose. There's definitely, I don't know, there's a smell there that, I wouldn't say it's totally nasty, but it's not the greatest. But you do smell grapefruit. Say that translates to the taste. The alcohol content again is very high. And it may be that the grapefruit juice doesn't like to be, maybe I should have toned down the amount of sugar I put in, because maybe it's too strong for the grapefruit juice, I don't know. And that's why it's getting them a slightly off flavour and on the nose and the palate. But saying that, you can tell, once you've had some, it gets more palatable. And it's a great way of drink, you know, if you want to drink, you drink some, but you won't drink loads of it because it's just too much for you. Yeah, and it reminds me of the other two the juice wines that I've done. It's very similar in that. So out of 5, as an experiment, did it go well? Not as well as I want. Yeah, I think the cherry wine that I did from juice is probably the king, and then followed by the orange juice. These 3 at the moment aren't there. But that doesn't mean that in a month or two's time, when they've matured, that they won't be. Which is why I've barreled them up, and I'm just going to leave them. You know, it's 30 quid's worth there. That's 90 bottles of wine for 30 quid, 33 pence a bottle. You know, I've lost it. If I don't drink any of them, I haven't lost that much, but I will. And when they've matured, wow, could be something special. Out of 5 then. For this review, I'm going to give it 3.0 out of 5. Quite a low score for a wine, but that's where it deserves to be at the moment. It's not a failure, no, but also it's not a win at the moment. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. If anybody else does any juice wines out there and has success, please let me know. You know, I'm interested to see if there's a way with juice wines to get anything near a proper white wine or red wine or whatever, you know. And interesting to see what combinations people use. A person who subscribes to the channel has done a mango and apple wine. Apple juice wine, that is. And I'm interested to see how that translates for him, you know. It's all interesting. And that's the beauty of Homebrew, isn't it? Thanks for watching. See you soon.